Welcome back into the Cass County Fair, brought to you by Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg, Ziegler, Stine Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. I'm Austin West. And, of course, the saying of the Cass County Fair is keeping the fair free by eating at the fair food stands. And it's that important that we decided to have Natalie from the FFA Foodstand join us. Natalie, how are you doing here today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Seems like you've been out here pretty early all morning feeding people the food they need. What kind of stuff do we have on the menu here?
We have breakfast burritos. We also have cinnamon rolls. We have noon specials, and our noon special today is ribeye steak sandwiches.
Sounds better than what I can cook at home, so I might as well come out here, I guess, for a breakfast and lunch. And so what's kind of, obviously, you get to see everything from the food stand. What's kind of your favorite part of the fair?
I would say my favorite part is just going through the livestock barns. I used to show chickens. I don't do it anymore, but I also like the rodeo. Just being out here with all the people and getting to talk to them is really great. And
so when people come to the FFA food stand, obviously you get to keep everything free by going to the food stand. What's the number one part about, being able to work there and, seeing all the people as they come around?
I like seeing how people are really excited because we have the shows right next to our food stand. And, sometimes they'll be like, I just completed X, Y, and Z, and I got a blue ribbon or a purple ribbon or something like that. And it really is exciting just to see. And so I love being out here helping them. And it's really nice that our community is backed by us and supports us.
And obviously, since you're running the food stand here today, what's your favorite menu item that you guys have?
Ooh, I would have to say our Philly cheesesteaks that we had was really good, or our breakfast burritos.
There we go. And breakfast burritos selling right now. So, folks, it's clearly Natalie's favorite. It can be your favorite as well. Natalie, thanks for joining me here from the Cass County Fair. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg, Ziegler, Stine Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. We'll have more interviews through the Cass County Fair continuing all morning long until noon. And, of course, remember, you can keep the fair free by eating at the fair food stand. I'm Austin West. We'll have more updates on KSOM and KS95.
What sets Ag Business Associates apart? 3 words: stability, service, and satisfaction. Stability. Ag Business Associates has been around since the beginning of federal crop and will continue to be around to meet its obligations. Service. Local claims service means prompt attention to your needs. Satisfaction. Just talk to an Ag Business Associate federal crop customer. So for stability, service, and satisfaction, look to Ag Business Associates for your local federal crop insurance. Contact Ag Business Associates at 1101 Southwest 7th Street in Atlantic or call 243-5464.
Welcome back to the Cass County Fair. I'm Austin West. Thank you to our sponsors, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg, Ziegler, Stine Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. Again, we've got plenty of updates here from the fair, and we're joined by the 2024 Cass County Beef Queen, Lauren. Lauren, how are we doing here today?
Good.
And so, obviously, you're helping out with the food stand as well, but obviously you got the big title. You're the Beef Queen. You got that appointed in April, you were telling us. What can you tell the people about what's the difference between the Beef Queen and the Fair Queen?
Yeah, so the Fair Queen, they really focus on the fair, obviously. They hand out awards, they do stuff around the fair, but that's kind of a one-time thing. The Beef Queen, we do it all year. So we go to different livestock shows, just off-season from fair. We do different parades and other beef events like that.
Okay, and so with your kind of responsibilities that you've taken on as the beef queen, which one would you say is maybe your favorite one you get to do?
Definitely the livestock shows. I like being able to see the different people that come from not only Cass County but out of town too, and kind of seeing their experience. And most of them are FFA members too, and I really like talking to other FFA members and seeing what they do in their chapters.
And so how do you get elected beef queen? Like you said, it's a kind of more of a year-round thing, more closely connected to the FFA. How do you really get that position?
So we had an interview for it in April. We all went to a restaurant. We got asked about 10 questions each by some judges, and then they elected who they thought was best. With the most, you have to have the beef background and see just who was the best to serve for the year.
So it's not like Fair Queen where you have to do, we've heard from East Pot when we were over there talking to the queen over there, she had to know all the dining things, what each utensil does and stuff like that. You don't really have to worry about that.
Not as much of that, yep.
Well, I'm sure that's a plus.
It definitely is, yeah. They definitely watched you when we were eating at the restaurant together and make sure you have the courtesy too.
There you go, perfect. Well, Lauren, thank you again for joining us so much. And again, congratulations on being beef queen. You've still got plenty of time in that role. I mean, you got to wait till April to give it up. So you've got plenty of time to enjoy it. So I hope you do here today. And we'll have more updates from the Cass County Fair here on KSOM and KS95 as our day continues, because I'm Austin West, and we'll be live all the way until...
For over 50 years, Brown Electric has been serving Atlantic and the surrounding community, building a reputation as a trusted company for all your commercial, residential, and agricultural electrical needs. New installation or servicing your current structure, Brown Electric is the team to call. With the experience, licensing, and insurance to handle complex commercial applications, you'll find them at 1107 East 7th Street in Atlantic or call 712-243-5365.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Maybe one of the most known slogans in America. What does it mean to me as your local State Farm agent, Elvis Hass? It means being able to speak to your agent. It's also being able to understand what you're paying your hard-earned money for. My team and I aren't new to customer service, and we're here to help you with your auto, home, life, farm, business, health, as well as financial services. See Elvis Hass State Farm on Facebook or at our location, 1/2 block west of the courthouse, 712-243-4824.
Welcome to the Cass County Fair. I'm Austin West. Thank you to our sponsors, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg, Ziegler, Steinbeck & Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. I'm Austin West, joined by Michaela here. Michaela, you already got yourself a ribbon. You're a champion already. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
So this right here is my commercial breed first place.
There you go. Congratulations. And what kind of stuff do you have to do to get first place in the commercial breeding heifer?
You gotta really maintain your cow's hair and make sure it's not all crazy, and make sure they have the muscle on their legs and their butt. And you have to train them right for them to walk right, and you have to set them up.
So you don't want them to have bedhead like I do when I wake up in the morning. You don't want that, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure. So I could not win champion because I do not do anything with my hair ever, hardly. Thankfully, it sets the right way it should. But obviously, does your cow have a name?
Yeah.
What's its name?
Bentley.
Bentley? That's a pretty good name. How'd you come up with it?
She actually came with her name.
Oh,
and
okay.
I kind of liked it, so I kept it like that.
That's really all you can do. You don't need to give it a nickname. You don't have to give it anything if you already like the name, right? Yeah. Perfect. And so do you show anything else here at the fair besides Bentley?
No, but in a few years, I'm going to show a horse.
Ooh, there you go. Are you excited for that?
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you have to do to show a horse? Do you know yet, or?
You have to attend a lot of shows, which we will because my mom really likes when we do that stuff.
Right.
And I don't know exactly what you have to do, but there's like bareback rides and stuff that you have to learn how to do that.
So do you already have a horse in mind for this, or?
After fair, we're gonna buy a horse for me that we already have, or we haven't bought it yet, but the guy is saving it for us.
Perfect. So you've already got one on lock. You're ready to go. You just got to buy it, and then it's training time.
Yeah.
Training starts. Well, perfect. Well, congrats again on your champion. I mean, first place, already a great accomplishment. So now we got to look for you in the next couple of years when you show a horse and hopefully get another champion ribbon, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Perfect. Again, thank you for joining us, Michaela. We'll have more interviews here from the Cass County Fair on KSOM, KS95 as our remote continues.
Schildberg Construction of Greenfield is a family-owned and operated business and have been for over 80 years, producing quality aggregates and ag lime and providing stable employment for Southwest Iowa families. Schildberg's now has 2 locations in Atlantic, southwest of Atlantic, and at Hans's Quarry, 3 miles south of town, with quality aggregates. Schildberg Construction is proud to be a leader in producing quality aggregates with dependable service, providing the foundation materials to help our cities and communities grow for over 80 years. Find out more at schildberg.com.
Welcome back into the Cass County Fair. I'm Austin West. Thanks to our sponsors, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg, Ziegler, Steinbeck & Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. We talked to Michaela earlier. Now we get her brother Mason, who's also a champion. Tell us a little bit about your championship here.
I was in a class. It's my breeding heifer, a 3. I won. I think I was with Dexton and another guy named Braden, and her name's Farrah.
Okay. And so, obviously, you got a big champion here. You get the kind of purple ribbon. You get the plaque as well. What kind of stuff goes into, winning the purple award and the champion?
Hours a day working on your cow, her hair, walking her, kind of a little bit of everything, too.
And do you show anything else here at the fair, or you focus right on your breeding heifer?
I don't show anything else. I show cattle.
Just cattle so far. And so do you have any other cattle to show off here today, or just?
No, just the one.
Just the one. So obviously, one for one with a champion is pretty solid, I will say. I mean, you can't go wrong with those numbers.
No.
By any means. And so obviously you only have one animal to show at the fair, but the fair is all week long. So what are kind of your favorite things to do out here at the fair?
I love to go to that carnival in the corner of the fair.
There you go.
Always fun.
Always a good time, hang out with your buddies and just kind of goof around the whole time and stuff. So if you had to pick, obviously, the fair's free because you eat the food stand and stuff. If you had to pick something to eat from the fair, what's kind of your favorite thing to get to eat at the fair?
I love the $2 mac and cheese at the 4-H food stand.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I saw it was $2, and I'm like, you can't pass $2 of mac and cheese. I mean, this is a big helping of mac and cheese, too.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you. That is a very, very solid pick there for you, Mason. And, again, congrats on the champion. Obviously, you're wrapped up here with the fair. What's kind of your next go-around here for the fair? Like, you got a couple days left. What are you going to do now?
I have one more show. It's overall breeding at, I think it's 5:45.
There you go. So you got plenty of time to kill then. Good luck in that, Mason. And again, congrats on the champion. And for those of you still listening here on the Cass County Fair, we've got more updates as we continue throughout our day here on KSOM and KS95. Farming is all about numbers, and Fence Red Wheel deals have some great ones. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 36 months on a brand new tractor. Plus, Fence industry-leading Gold Star customer care, which includes 3-year or 3,000-hour full machine warranty, a complete 360 inspection and scheduled maintenance, and even a loaner guarantee if it can't be repaired in 48 hours. A fixed cost with those kind of numbers? Talk about acres of savings. Fence Red Wheel deals end September 30th. Talk to Ziegler Ag Equipment to learn more or visit ZieglerAg.com for details.
Nobody has delivered more high-yielding Enlist E3 soybean genetics to the marketplace than Stine. That means your local Stine representative can provide you with the product knowledge and seed genetics to help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience by partnering with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. Learn more at stineseed.com. Stine has yield.
Welcome into the Cass County Fair. Once again, I'm Austin West. Thanks to our sponsors, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg's, Ziegler, Steinbeck & Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. I'm joined by Jet. Jet, how are we doing here this morning?
Good.
Good. And what kind of stuff are you showing off at the fair this week?
This year I just did cattle.
Just did cattle, and so what events are you kind of in for your cattle?
I just do showing, and then sometimes I'll do showmanship, but this year I didn't.
Have you gotten any awards yet so far from your showing?
I only got a lavender ribbon.
And for someone who was not raised as a fair kid, I was a townie, what does a lavender ribbon mean?
A lavender ribbon means you got reserve.
So that's not too bad. We'll take a ribbon. That's not pretty good. Congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
So that was for your showman?
No, I didn't do showman. That was for my cow.
For your
Or
cow?
My heifer.
Okay. And does your cow have a name?
Annie.
Annie? Solid name. How'd you come up with Annie?
Well, when we bought her, that was her name already, and we couldn't think of a better name, so we just kept the name.
It's a good way. It's a good way to do it. I mean, you can't go wrong there. And so obviously, since you're doing mostly cattle, a lot of that going on here today, you got the rest of the week to kind of hang out at the fair. What's kind of your favorite things to do at the fair?
Just hang out and see all the other animals.
Okay. See, I know it's a hard question. You know, there's so many things to do at the fair. It's hard to pick a favorite. I know. I got to ask you the hard questions like that. But obviously, you know, hanging out with friends, you do all this stuff. And, you know, you get to head to the food stands. And they've got some pretty good food, if I might say so myself. What is maybe your favorite food to get at the fair?
Either the ice cream or the funnel cakes.
And it has been a year for ice cream, to say the least. It's been a warm one. Have you guys been surviving so far out in the heat?
Yes, but every night I go home, I definitely need to take a shower.
Yep. Enjoy the AC a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Get in the shower. It's a solid idea. That's what the fair kind of is about. You sit out here all day in the hot sun, but as soon as you get home, it makes you appreciate the air conditioning a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
Jet, well, congrats. Obviously, you've got a little more showing left to do here today as well. Good luck in that. And again, thank you to all our sponsors for the Cass County Fair, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg's, Ziegler, Steinbeck & Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. I'm Austin West. We'll have more updates from our Cass County Fair here on KSOM and KS95.
Farmers, moving equipment in and out of your machine shed, shop, or farm building should include a fast-lifting PowerLift hydraulic door. This is Logan Weirich with Weirich Welding Plus in Lewis, Iowa, and we are your connection for PowerLift hydraulic doors in the 4-state area. PowerLift doors are perfect for any size door application. Estimates are complete, including transportation and installation. Call us today at 712-769-2415. That's 769-2415, or go to WeirichWeldingPlus.com.
back into the Cass County Fair. I'm Austin West. Thanks to our sponsors, Ag Business Associates, Brown Electric, Elvis Hass State Farm, Schildberg's, Ziegler, Steinbeck & Sons, Weirich Welding, Zion Integrated Behavioral Services, Morrison Seed, Atlantic Farm Service Co-op, and Rex Pharmacy. I'm joined by our Fair Board member, Paul. Paul, how are we doing here today?
Great.
I know you're a busy man. I mean, you rolled right up on the side-by-side right up here to the interview stand, so you're ready to go. You're running all over the place here today.
Yep, right now we are. Yes, we are.
And so, obviously, plenty of stuff going on in the fair. The fair kind of coming to an end here to start this week out. What's it kind of been like this week?
It's been a good fair. We've had good participation as far as crowds. We had our 75th celebration last night. We were happy with how that turned out. This year is our 75th year on the grounds.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. I mean,
it's been a big fair for us.
Absolutely. And, obviously, as a Fair Board member, I want your biased opinion, very biased opinion. What's your favorite part of the fair?
My favorite part of the fair is actually food.
Absolutely. That's a great answer. Absolutely great answer. And if you had to pick one food at the fair.
Oh, you're going to make me.
I know.
Going to make me go tough here, but I'm going to have to say the cow pie.
Ooh, the cow pie. I don't know if I know what that is. I'm a newbie, so you got to enlighten me a little bit.
Our cow pie is down in our chuck wagon, and that is actually, it is a basket of French fries.
Okay.
With brisket on top.
Sold.
With nacho cheese on top of all of it.
You had me at brisket. I'm sold. As soon as you bring in barbecue, I'm ready to go. So, yeah, that's a great pick, actually. That would be so good to have. That would be fantastic. Okay.
It's awesome.
It sounds fantastic. And obviously, you're a busy guy, so we're going to let you get back to it here. I mean, you've got a lot of running around to, even if it is the second to last day of the fair.
That's right. Fair doesn't end until Wednesday for the Fair Board.
There you go. Fair Board, always the busiest people here all week long. So thank you to Paul for obviously being a part of the Fair Board and hanging out with us here today at the Cass County Fair. Thank you to our sponsors as well. We'll have one last update here from the Cass County Fair on KSOM and KS95.
Zion Integrated Behavioral Health Services in Southwest Iowa has been serving communities for 50 years. Zion has and continues to provide addiction, problem gambling, prevention, mental health, and crisis stabilization services to Iowans. If you or someone you know has been struggling, give Zion a call on their crisis line at 712-243-5091. That's 712-243-5091. Zion Integrated Behavioral Health Services in Iowa, making a difference today, tomorrow, and always.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge, but with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Call McCade Morrison Seed, your Channel Seed dealer in Messina. 712-590-0074.
Farm Service Cooperative in Atlantic understands the hard work and dedication that it takes to compete at County Fair, and they want to congratulate all of the Cass County Fair participants on a job well done. At Farm Service Cooperative, they are celebrating over 90 years of service, all of those filled with the same hard work and dedication that you exhibitors put forth each day. Make FSC your first call, and you'll soon discover you don't need to call anyone else. Farm Service Co-op in Atlantic, where service is their middle name.
Are you struggling to lose weight and need help, but your insurance won't cover the medication or your copay is sky high? No worries. Rex Pharmacy in Atlantic now offers once-weekly injections of semaglutide and tirzepatide for weight loss. These injections are made in an FDA-approved facility, have the same ingredients as major brands, but at a fraction of the cost with no extra additives. Take control of your health without breaking the bank. Ask your doctor for a prescription or contact Rex Pharmacy today to learn more about these affordable weight loss options. Your health is our priority at Rex Pharmacy in Atlantic.